Now I'm going to give you guys some practice. So given this made up function here, f of x is this function here. So from the left, you would wiggle up and down here, and then here you would hit an asymptote at negative 5. So there's an asymptote at negative 5 here. Okay, and looking at this 2 here, if you put 2 into the function, so here you've got f of x here. If you put 2, the number 2 into the function, this 2 here, it will spit out the number. It will spit out the number 4, and not the number 6. Okay, so a white circle here means it does not include the 6. A black circle means it includes a 4. So if you looking at this 2 here, if you put the 2 into the function, it will spit out the 4 and not the 6. Okay, and then at positive 8, you've got another asymptote here. Okay, well, anyway, the first question is, what is the limit? What is the limit of f of x? F of x is this function here. F of x is here. Is this whole function here? Okay, this made up function. So here, what is the limit of f of x as x tends to, now let's say tends to negative 5. Okay, so here you've got a choice. You've got a choice of it heading towards a certain limit, or it could head towards negative infinity, or it could head towards positive infinity, or it could be the limit does not exist. Okay, so it's going to be one. Well, anyway, press pause and have a go. What is the limit of f of x as x tends to negative 5? So negative 5 is here. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so this one here, well, as x tends towards negative 5, that means you've got to take into account the left direction and the right direction. So here, as you head towards negative 5 from the left, you will head towards negative infinity. So from the left, it will be negative infinity. Now you've got to consider it heading towards negative 5 from the right hand side. So from the right hand side it will be here, and you can see it's going up to towards positive infinity. Now in order for positive infinity, now in order for the limit to exist, the left hand side and the right hand side have to meet at the same point. So here they're meeting at different places. So here the limit does not exist. So you have to write does not exist. Okay, now so the next question here, what is the hang on, what is the limit of f of x as x tends to, let's say, negative 3. Okay, so press pause and have a go. Okay, so looking at this here, looking at the negative 3, what it's saying is that our function, we've got a function f of x here. You cannot put the negative 3 into this function. You see, this is our domain here. Negative 3 is not in our domain. So you cannot put the number negative 3 into the function. It will just break down. But you can, however, put, let's say, negative 3.000001. You can put that into the machine, but you cannot put the negative 3 itself into the machine. It's not defined at negative 3 basically. Well, anyway, the limits here. So from the left hand side, you will move along here, and you're gonna, well, from the left hand side it's going to be positive 1. The limit will be positive 1, and then you also have to consider from the right hand side. And the right hand side, the limit is also positive 1. So here the limit is positive 1. Okay. All right. Next question here. Limit of f of x as x tends to, let's say, 2 here. As x tends to 2. So press pause and have a go. Okay. So this one here, from the left hand side here, then you would head towards 4. So from the left hand side, you're going to head towards 4 here. On the right hand side, you're going to head towards 6. So, well, left hand side 4, right hand side 6. two different places. So limit does not exist. Okay. All right. Next question here. Let's say well, we're not going to do 5. Let's say no, actually, I'm going to give you a trick one. Limit of hang on, let me think. F of x as x tends to -5, but from the left hand side only. That's what it means. So reading this here, what is the limit of f of x as x tends to -5, but just on the just from the left hand side? Okay, so anyway, press pause and have a go. Okay, so here from the left hand side only. So you would head towards here. Here you're going to head towards negative infinity. So here, well, you're only, because of this minus here, you're only considering it from the left hand side only. Okay, so here the limit does exist. Earlier I gave you this here. What is the limit of f of x as x tends to -5? You see, there's no sign here, meaning that you've got to consider both directions. But here, up here, I've given you, I'm asking you only from the left direction. Okay, well, anyway, next question here. What is the limit? What is the limit of f of x as x tends to +8? Now there's no sign here, so you've got to consider both directions. Okay. Anyway, press pause and have a go. Okay, so from the left hand side here, as x approach 8, from the left hand side you're going to head towards negative infinity. Now you've got to also consider the right hand side. The right hand side also negative infinity. So therefore the limit here is negative infinity. Okay.